Human trafficking is a major industry in the United States of America. It's a major industry in a global trade. Selling and buying human beings is more profitable than selling drugs because you consume a drug once. A human being makes profit for you every single day. We're having a march today, which means that you take one step, and with that one step, you're saying, I'm willing to take another step, even if I do not know where that will take me. But I'm willing to take that one step because of the fact that those who are living in captivity today cannot take that step.
The Price of Life Invitational is a week-long campaign that InterVarsity Christian Fellowship USA is conducting at The Ohio State University. Our goal is to fight the injustices of the trafficking industry and to engage people's hearts and minds with the gospel, to connect the issue of justice with Jesus Christ.
Throughout this week, we intend to confront 21st century slavery. The complexity of the modern-day slave trade demands that we come together across racial lines, across political lines, across religious lines, across disciplinary lines, because the monstrous nature of this industry requires a diverse approach.
What I'm suggesting is that at business schools all over the country today, what we need are the best and the brightest to go into the underdeveloped world and help the 2 billion bottom at the barrel to be able to move their way up.
You know, as a scholar, I would say, first of all, do what you do best. Learn the truth about all these issues.
They say prostitution is the oldest profession in the world. She said, no, it's the oldest oppression in the world.
There were more stops on the Underground Railroad in Ohio than any place in the United States. Slavery stopped for tens of thousands of people here in Ohio. Wouldn't it be incredible if you could say that just like in the days of the Underground Railroad, Ohio stops slavery. Slavery stops in Ohio.
In our lifetime, we can make a difference. We can slow this in the short term, and in the long term, we can end it.
Well, I believe that some of you are here tonight, whether you know it or not, because you're a seeker of justice. Something is stirring inside of you, something deeper that longs for goodness.
Our goal this week is trying to get lots and lots of people exposed both to the issue of sex trafficking on this campus and slavery, as well as sort of the spiritual issues surrounding them. And so we actually have 17 of these proxy stations all over Ohio State's campus.
Proxy station is basically an interactive art station, which the purpose is to grab people's attention and sort of give them the facts about this issue.
It's unavoidable when you're looking at issues like human trafficking. You have to see that we live in a broken world.
Talking through the spiritual level of the brokenness involved with that and what that says about our society, we've gotten chances to share the gospel completely, have people think about what that actually means for their personal lives, not just something that they're gathering information about, but something that applies to their life too.
Proxy station in general just made me open up my eyes and look inside of me and really think about what I'm doing and how I view people's lives and if I'm really valuing others as much as I should be.
I had never really been educated enough about the numbers and the statistics about what was actually happening, and to hear what he had to say about how many just blew my mind. I definitely wouldn't have thought that I'd come home from class today and kind of have a new outlook on things.
I feel like you guys are doing a good thing because yeah, some people just walk by the proxy station, but I think for the people even who just walk by and read it, it gives them a little spark goes off in their head, and even just walking by it, they still think. And then for people who actually stop, it opens their minds a lot, at least it did for me.
I'm like somewhat Christian, I'm more spiritual I guess, but like, you know, in the news today you see people who say they're Christian but they don't do things like this, and I think it's really great that there's an actual Christian group that's, you know, doing what, I guess, walking the walk.
And tonight, as kind of the capstone event of this week, we really just wanted to give you one last chance that the memories of the things you hear and learn throughout the week and tonight don't leave.
Yeah, I used to be a virgin way back when, but honestly, I don't remember when. I was probably 9 or 10, and I've lost it about 20 times again since then.
There isn't a single country, including the United States and Canada, which doesn't have some form of human trafficking going on.
For I am a slave, owned for the sole use of sexual abuse, taken in again and again by middle-aged men just trying to indulge in their sin.
What is it in the heart of a man who would drive hundreds of miles to your state to pay to rape a child? What is it in the heart of a mother who would prostitute her own daughter out of the back of her minivan?
Now, I'm forced to sleep on the floor in a cage. Sex is my work, food is my wage. I see upwards of 15 guys a day. If I don't perform that day, I don't eat. And even when I do, I don't ever get meat, just a little wheat. Next day, get up and repeat. Guys from the streets in heat, take a seat as us girls compete for their business. We retreat and remain discreet, hoping they don't take us to the sheets, but knowing that we need the business to eat.
In the sex trafficking industry, we see the basest manifestation of our soul sickness inside our hearts. And it's easy, isn't it, to see the problem only of the monsters in the story? But wouldn't you agree tonight that we all have our own demons to contend with? See, the momentous stakes of our quest require a change. Are you willing to make a change? To let go of the jadedness and the despair and to follow the one who alone can make a difference in this world?